Hi, welcome to Paranormal Kativity. Today we're going to be doing a tag video. I was able to collaborate with TrevorFaith and MsCreepyX here on YouTube. We each came up with a few different questions and we're all going to answer them. So if you want to check out their answers, be sure to follow the links, check out their videos. Paratubers would mean that you do YouTube videos and have an interest in the paranormal. So if you are one of those people and you feel like doing this tag, consider yourself tagged. And please leave me a link somewhere on my social media and let me know where your video is, because I want to watch anybody's who does this tag video. So here are my answers to the Paratubers questions. Question number 1. If you could only use one piece of paranormal equipment in your whole life, what would it be? I'm looking at it. It's not maybe a traditional tool for paranormal research, but for me, I'm all about presenting proof. So a camera is the optimal tool for me. Number 2, if you could live in one haunted city / location, what would it be? I would live in New Orleans. Hands down. I've only been there one time, but just the culture around the city is so cool and diverse and interesting, and they have such an openness with beliefs in all kinds of different things, whether it's things that we see as different religious paths or beliefs in just things of mythology to some people. Like, there were vampire and werewolf tours there, and I was like, yes, let's go there, and then go to Madame Laveau's voodoo shop, and I would just have so much fun. And the cemeteries being above ground, and yeah, that's it. Number 3, how did you react to your first paranormal encounter? I just wanted to understand. Really, I showed no fear. I just had conversations with it. It was my friend. So for me, it was just pure open-mindedness and wanting to understand and learn more. Number 4, what reactions do you get when people find out about your interest in the paranormal? I've had some different responses. Probably the most common one would be, you know ghosts aren't real, right? And I'll be like, that's cool, you don't have to believe in what I believe, that's fine. And they're like, okay. Or occasionally, like if I'm wearing something with Ouija board stuff on it, like Alex and I went to breakfast one morning and I wore a Ouija shirt, and the lady checking us out was like, ooh, your shirt's scary. I'm like, oh, sorry, yeah. And then she was like, do you have a Ouija board? And I was like, yeah, I do. And she was like, ooh, I don't mess with that. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. But like, I don't ever want to come across like pushy about the things that I'm into. So I was just like, oh, that's cool. And I tried to just, you know, move along from it. But most of the time, if people do say anything, it's usually more like fear-based or non-believing. So I'm totally fine with people following their own vibes and feelings about stuff. So I'll just usually be like, oh, that's cool. Question 5. Describe your feelings regarding the paranormal in one word. Curiosity. Number 6. If you could make one creature / legend / myth real, what would it be? Gargoyles. Number 7. Do you have any haunted objects? I don't. Question 8. Do you believe in animal spirits, or have you had any experiences with them? With the ways that I believe, I feel like animals can represent things. So it's kind of like more like signs. So like we had a grasshopper following us around all day the other day. So I went home and Googled like significance of grasshoppers. So I do things like that pretty frequently. If I feel like an animal is going out of its way to show itself to me, I feel like I need to research that further. I have had, like in videos I've mentioned, there's like ghost cats and ghost dogs. So I do feel like there's also energy associated with animals where they might be able to leave some type of residual mark, or possibly even intelligent, to where we can actually perceive that in a paranormal sense here. Question 9, and the last question would be, would you purchase and live in a house that was super cheap, knowing that paranormal activity was an everyday thing and could not be stopped in a heartbeat? Like, there'd be no keeping me away. I would love to move into a house that was haunted. I grew up in a house that was haunted, and it was before I had the knowledge and tools that I have now. I'd be recording stuff all the time and doing research and logging it on YouTube and sharing my experiences and getting people in there to kind of research with me. how the phenomenon is happening. Does somebody have a haunted house they want to sell me really cheap? Because let's make that happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed the ParaTubers tag. Like I said, if you want to participate, feel free to. And please do check out my friends who also participated in making and doing their own versions of this tag too. If you weren't really vibing this tag, you can always give this video a thumbs down. That way you can keep it in mind for future content. But if you did enjoy it, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And leave me a comment below if you don't feel like doing this tag response yourself. Let me know your responses in the comments section. I'd really love to hear them. If you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on notifications. That way you get notified every time I make an upload. I do upload a minimum of 3 times a week. I'm Kat Davis, and this is Paranormal Kativity. Have a strange day. Bye!